Hello everyone, it is Laura from Crafty Not Shifty for Baker Ross, and apologies if you joined our live earlier and had difficulty with the picture. I'm going to show you a run through of the project again, so hopefully you can make along. The first thing that you want to do is create a template for your petals. These cards have flowers on the inside and the outside, and we just use simple teardrop shapes in large and small for the petals and the leaves of these flowers. So if you want to trace them on some scrap paper and then go ahead and cut these out, it just helps us to make sure that all of our petals and our leaves are the same size and shape. You can skip this if you want, but I find it useful to make sure that everything looks exactly as you want it by the time you finish. So if you go ahead and cut those out, and then you can see here I use 3 petals for each of the tulip shapes, and I have 3 of them inside the card. So those of you that are quick at maths, you'll know that that is 9 petals in total. And you just want to trace that large petal shape onto your coloured paper or your coloured card. All of the card that I'm using in today's video is from the A4 Rainbow Card Pack from Baker Ross, and you can see the glue that we're using on screen as well is the Baker Ross glue stick. So if you go ahead and cut those out, as I say, you want 3 for each of the flowers. I'm using 3 flowers inside of my card, but you could just do 1 in the center if you prefer. Now each of those flowers kind of has a pop-up element of its own, and to achieve that, it's really simple. All you need to do is fold your petal in half, and then repeat that for another petal. So you want to leave 1 of them flat and fold 2 of them. Then it's time to stick everything together. I like to work on top of a scrap piece of paper just so I keep my desk nice and clean, and you want to make sure that you add the glue just to the very bottom of each of these petals, otherwise we run the risk of gluing the card shut, and nobody wants that. So when you're sticking the folded petals on top of that flat one, you want to angle them slightly so you get that kind of W shape, or I kind of think it looks like a crown, and it gives it that tulip shape. Go ahead and repeat this 2 more times. You can use different colours or all the same, so you have your 3 flowers, and then it's time to make the inside of the card and the pop-up element. I'm using green cardstock because this will create the flower stems, so I want those to be green. And I've folded it in half, and then I'm using my ruler to mark approximately 1 centimetre wide, 3 centimetres in from either side, and then in the middle. You could just eyeball this if you want, but I think it's helpful to use a ruler. So you just want to draw straight up from the bottom where you've got each of those lines, and I'm drawing up about 3 centimetres on the left and the right hand side, and then 4 centimetres in the middle. This just means that the middle flower will pop up even more than the other 2. Then you want to take your scissors and carefully cut along each of those lines. And then once you have all 3 of them cut, it's time to do some folding, and this is going to help our pop-up element go inside of the card. So you take each of these and just press them upwards. It is just as simple as that. Give them a nice firm press. And then you want to fold them back down and open up your card, and then you should be able to gently push each of those sections from the back, and it will pop up into the center of our card. So this creates these little steps, and when you fold your card shut now, they'll be on the inside, and that will be the area where we can glue our flowers down to create that pop-up inside the card. Now you remember those 2 templates. I'm going to use the smaller template to cut out some leaves, and I'm using the same green that I've used for the card base. So once you have those cut out, it's time to glue everything together. Again, you don't want to add too much glue because you don't want to glue your card shut. Just use the side of your glue stick to put a line of glue up the middle of the flower, not all the way, just about halfway. Then you'll be ready to glue your assembled tulip onto its flower stem. I think these kind of look like little steps inside of the card, and those little pop-up steps, and once you've glued it down, it looks like the flower stem, and I think it looks really cute just like this. But then when we add the leaves, I think it really comes to life. Now I decided to use 1 leaf on each of the outer flowers and 2 leaves on the center one, but you could definitely make this design your own and do it however you like. Again, I'm just applying a little bit of glue to the base of these, and then I'm sticking them onto those flower stems. And I would love to see your versions of these, so if you do make this project, feel free to tag Baker Ross, or you can tag myself, Crafty Not Shifty, or post it in the comments for us all to see. So now we have the inside of the card finished, it's time to create the outside. We want to hide those little jagged edges where we made the pop-up pieces, and so another piece of cardstock is perfect for that. You just want to fold it in half and place the green cardstock inside of the blue cardstock, or whichever colours you're using, and then apply glue to the green cardstock only. Then you just fold it over and firmly press down, and this will stick the two pieces together. Once you're happy with that, you can flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. So again, just use your glue stick or your PVA glue and apply that to your green cardstock or your insert piece, and then fold the outer piece over on the top, and this will just seal the two together so you have a nice complete card. Now you could stop at this point and you could write a message on the inside, maybe draw a picture on the outside, but I decided to make another flower. Using those same two templates that we created earlier, I cut out 6 large petals and 6 small petals, and then using a pencil and my thumb, I'm curling those petals. You just want to place your thumb over the top and use the pencil to round the petal, and then we want to create 2 orange circles. I traced around the lid of my glue to get a somewhat perfect circle. Let's be honest, by the time I'd cut it out, it wasn't super perfect, but it still works for this project. Then you want to add a little bit of glue to the base of each of your yellow petals, starting with the large ones, and then you'll arrange them on top of the circle. You want to put one in the middle and then one either side, and then repeat that pattern at the bottom. So one in the center and one either side, and this starts to build your flower shape. We're then going to add glue to the smaller petals. So then you're going to place each of those smaller petals in the middle of 2 of the larger ones, so it creates a similar pattern and just really layers up that flower. You could stop here like I did, or you could even add another layer if you wanted to, but I think this works. Now to tidy up the center of this flower, you take your second circle and apply some glue and then pop that in the middle, and it covers up all of those joins and makes your flower nice and perfect. Once you have your finished flower, you just need to add some more glue to the back and then place that in the center of your card, and that is your card finished, both inside and out. So there you have your daffodil or sunflower on the outside and your tulips on the inside. Now it's time to quickly show you this heart garland. These are really easy to make and so fun. All you need to do is take your ruler and draw straight lines along the edge of your paper or your cardstock. I used the width of my ruler for these so they'd all be the same length, and then just take your scissors and carefully cut along each of those edges so you have paper strips. I used lots of different colours here, but you'll need 2 strips per heart that you're going to make for your garland. Once you have them all trimmed up, you'll take your glue stick again and apply some glue to the bottom section of each of these strips. Then you'll place them one on top of the other and just hold them in place for a couple of seconds to stick together. You can make a ton of these at a time, and then you just add some more glue to the back of that glued section, and then where it's not stuck together, you just fold down each of the sides to create a heart. Isn't that cool the way it just comes together to make that perfect heart shape? You can always use a paper clip to hold this in place while your glue dries, or if you want this to be really quick, you can fold the sides down and grab a stapler. I have this little tiny cute one, and then you can just pop a staple right through that and it will hold it in place perfectly. Once you've finished making your hearts, you can glue them together so they make a garland like this. I just used a little bit of glue along the sides, but again, you could use your stapler if you want this to be instantly stuck together with no dry time. So thank you so much for joining me today. Apologies for the technical issues earlier, but I hope this video makes up for it, and I am sure we will figure out those issues before the next live. If you want to see more from me, you can find me at Crafty Not Shifty on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.